So the discovery call accelerator strategy is very, very simple. Okay. It's very simple, not easy to execute because you have to do it right. Okay. So the discovery call accelerator strategy is made up of just an application funnel. Now, this could be a landing page that just has your Calendly in bed and goes to a thank you page. 2 steps. That's it. Application page. And it's made up of power content and an offer ad, right? If you guys, I saw someone mention that they saw my interview with Joel Irway. My preference is Joel Irway's power offer ad. By far, it's my favorite. Okay. Now, first things first, right? We send cold traffic, right? This is mission number 1. It doesn't matter what strategy you're following inside the $7 program. This is always going to be strategy number 1. Now, here's where people make a mistake. And I'm not going to pick on Stephanie, but I am going to kind of pick on Stephanie. She posted a power content video a while ago, and I saw that she had made a couple, I hate to say mistakes. You guys don't make mistakes. It's just things could be better, right? Because anytime that you guys are going out of your way to put out content, we're optimizing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I tell my students. We're just optimizing. We're making things better, okay? So this is mission number 2 in my discovery call accelerator, because you should be able to book calls right here, okay? Here's the thing. Star says 2 steps are performing lower than a year ago. No, I respectfully disagree. Like, they might be performing lower because maybe the questions or maybe the engagement or the value that you're giving isn't up to, because remember, the whole thing has changed over the last several years. We have to up our game. We have to up our game, okay? Because you guys, I just showed you guys that 2-step, right? We're at 162 comments, right? So it's the weight, and we're going to actually talk about that. We're going to talk about that, okay? Not saying that what you're saying is wrong, because a lot of 2-steps is probably true, right? A lot of 2-steps are performing lower because people aren't upping their content game, and that's what we're going to talk about, okay? So let's start with power content, okay? Power content. Here's where so many people are going wrong, okay? You're not thinking of your power content as a funnel, okay? So we send cold traffic to our power content, okay? Here's what we have to realize, okay? Each piece of power content is a micro step. Remember, today's all about my micro step strategy, right? I do not like putting big steps in between me and my prospect. I want to have that fast path to conversations, okay? So if we have our power content, that headline, right? That headline needs to be extremely clear on who you're talking to and completely polarizing to people who are not your ideal customer. The only job, okay, follow me here, the only job of the headline is to get people to say, yes, this is me, I need to read the promise of value. The only job of the promise of value is to get people to watch this video. A lot of you guys are writing way too much copy. This ad right here is the least risky when it comes to Facebook ads, and that is why we start with power content. But it is the most profitable because this is like a funnel. Remember, because right here is a CTA for a value bomb. This is all that is included in the text copy. The video script is going to have headline, promise of value, CTA, humble brag, repeat promise of value, right? But the copy is only going to have this. As people comment, we go to that comment and say, I'm going to send you a DM. Or what I've actually been doing lately is asking a qualifying question. Then they respond, and then I move it to the DM. That is 4 comments right there, and that is knocking that power content right back to the top of the newsfeed every single time. This, if done right, will lower the cost of your ads and will create more curiosity for people to read the copy at the top, but we have to know exactly who we're talking to, okay? We have to know exactly who we're talking to. Lynette says it's true. I stick to this framework for all of my ads and my cost per through play is like 6 cents. Yes, absolutely. Yep. But we have to learn how to do this really, really well. Okay. So we have 3 pieces of power content at $5 a day. Okay. That's less than $500 a month. Right there. This should generate clients right here. I had one client who started whenever I first launched my Lean on Laurel program. 2 days of doing this power content strategy, he had booked 6 calls and closed 2 by just doing this. All he was doing was giving away a checklist. Now, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. This value bomb has to be something that people really freaking want. Don't just use, because I'm seeing a lot of people with the value bomb, they're just kind of giving away something as kind of a throwaway. This value bomb right here has to hurt you so much that you're giving it away for free. It has to be like, I cannot believe this person just gave me this for free. Like a lot of my value bombs that I give away are stuff from my Lean on Laurel program. People are like, wow. I'll actually give you guys an example of how I actually use this in a group, right? I used one of my value bombs in a Facebook group. One of the things that I do is, because a lot of people, we were talking about quality people, right, a while ago. One of the things that I do is I pay to get access to some high level groups so that I can engage with other people. For instance, I buy a lot of $37 products that teach ad strategies. And I go in the Facebook group and I'm just helpful as hell to everyone in there. I'm not pitching anything. People are asking questions and the owner of the group is completely ignoring them. I go in, I start giving away my cheat sheets for my Lean on Laurel program. And they're like, oh, you have a coaching program? I love the fact that you just gave me this. We have a conversation in Messenger and they start telling me their problems. And I just get on the phone and send them a voice message. And I'm like, oh yeah, like just fix this and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, do you have a program where I could work with you? So a lot of you guys are always asking, well, I'm engaging in Facebook groups, but I'm not like really, getting anywhere. Up level the Facebook groups that you're hanging out in. Where are people spending money? If you have, let's say you have a fitness offer, like an exercise offer, right? Buy a whole bunch of nutrition offers and go hang out with the people who are trying to get their nutrition right? What goes well along with nutrition? Exercise, right? Where I got a lot of my first clients was like from the ClickFunnels and Kartra group, because I knew people, if they were not now, but ClickFunnels used to have like a higher quality group, but now it's just become too big. But I like to hang out where people are actually spending money. Right? Like I like to gain access to these Facebook groups where people have already spent money because I know that they're already invested in their business, right? So the other day I was in, I won't mention it, a group that cost about $10,000 to be a part of. Owner of the group was completely ignoring. So they were asking the question, this particular guru teaches a webinar strategy. And the guru had just posted a new webinar YouTube training. And this person was asking for the KPIs of YouTube ads and blah, blah, blah. I just grabbed my YouTube, if this, then that, straight out of my Lean on Laurel program and just went there and literally posted it in the group for all of these people who had paid this other guru. It was a Google cheat sheet. It wasn't even a pixeled landing page or anything. I had a whole bunch of people coming into my DMs and they're like, is this part of your program or whatever? Like, how do I get in on and 2 Lean on Laurel clients right there? So we almost have to like get up, like, how can we add value and not worry about whether or not we're giving away our best stuff, right? Because think about it. Think about this, right? We can give away our best stuff and people are still going to pay to work with us. Because you have to think about this. Like, I've got a couple of my Lean on Laurel clients that are here on this call right now. They're sitting in on the $7 group call. They not only come to the Lean on Laurel calls, they come to the $7 call. Why? Access to me. They're not mad that I'm teaching you guys this. This is a strategy right out of Lean on Laurel. None of them are mad. They get access to me 14 times a month. They're cool. They're just coming in. They're just, I see Dr. Alex smiling right now. They're just coming because I'm